Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Penny from Brawl Stars. Let's get started at the top of our page with the front edge of the hat. So we're going to start on the left side. We're going to draw a curve that goes up and then over towards the right. Now let's move in and draw on the eyebrows. We're going to draw two angled lines going up and underneath the hat. So let's start on the left side. Right up here we're going to angle down and then in. Let's leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. Going up and then out. Let's round out the inside of the eyebrow. We're going to curl this around and go back out. Do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm just going to draw that same angled line going up underneath the hat. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyebrow. So we're going to start at the top right here. We're going to draw a circle. Going around and down towards the bottom of the eye. Now I'm just going to pull that up, leaving a little overlap on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now underneath the eyebrow, we're going to step in and draw in the pupils. So we start on the left side, curve down, and then just pull that up. It's like a half oval. We're going to fill that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving down towards the bottom, and then pulling that up. Then again, we'll fill that in black. Now let's move in between the eyes and draw the nose. So we start on the left side, we're going to draw a curve. Coming down, and then back up. Let's move down and draw in the mouth. We're going to angle this mouth coming down. So underneath the left eye, angle down underneath the nose, towards the right. Now let's connect these 2 points with a half circle. Coming down, and then back up. Let's add in the teeth. Starting from the center of the mouth, we're going to angle down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to draw 2 more lines on either side. Now we're going to move to the outside and draw on the hair. Starting from the left, curve out, and we'll just pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right, curving out, and then in. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction underneath the hat. We're going to curve in, and then up. Now we're going to draw in the lower part of the head tucked in behind the hair. So we're going to start on the left side. We're going to curve down underneath the mouth, and we'll pull that back up on the right side. Now on the bottom of each eye, we're going to add 2 points for the eyelash. So on the left side here, we're going to draw almost like a sideways V. I'm going to draw 1 more. Let's go ahead and fill those in black. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Angling this down and out. And we'll add 1 more. And then we'll fill that in black. Now let's go back up to the top and draw on the side of the hat. Starting from the left side, we're going to angle up and in with a short line. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go up and out with a slightly longer line. Now we're going to add that skull directly above the left eye. So we're going to start with the bottom edge with a U shape, starting from the left, come down towards the brim, and then back up. Now we want to connect these 2 points with a large circle. So we'll start on the left side, curve out, round up the top, we'll pull that back in on the right side. Now let's add 2 circles on either side. 1 on the left, and then 1 on the right. And we'll fill those in black. Now we're going to add a small circle right in the center for the nose, and we'll fill that in black. Now we're going to draw on the top edge of the brim. So from this point, we want to curve in behind the skull, up in the center, and then back down on the right side. Start by going up, go across the center, and then down on the right. Now we're going to draw on the top of the hat. It's like a large half circle. We're going to start on the side of the skull, curve up, in towards the middle, and we'll pull that back down on the right side. Now we're going to draw the edge of the ear on the side. Starting from this point, curve up, round out the ear, and then pull that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw the earrings on the side. Starting from the bottom of the ear, we're gonna draw an oval, curving around, down towards the bottom, and we'll just hook that back up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out, rounding out the bottom, and then pulling that back up. We're gonna trace this out on the inside, leaving an even space gap all the way around. Now let's move down and draw on the body. We're gonna start with the sides of the body first. So on the left side, I'm gonna curve out and then down towards the hip. Do the same thing on the right side. Now in between, right in the middle, we're gonna draw a large circle, starting from the top, come all the way to the bottom, and then back to the top. We wanna trace this out on the inside with a smaller circle. Let's connect the hips with a curve. Starting on the left, we're gonna curve down, in behind the circle, and we'll continue up on the right side. Now we're gonna add a strap that goes across the body. We're gonna start at the top on the left, we're gonna curve down, and then across towards the right hip. Now we're gonna step up and draw that same curve going across. Now we're gonna add the stripes of the shirt going across in behind the strap and the buckle. So let's start up here. We're gonna start with a straight line going in behind the strap. Continue on the right side. Now we step down, we're gonna add 2 more lines. And then 1 more along the bottom in behind the buckle. Now we're gonna move back up and draw on the torn edge of the sleeve. So from the body, we're gonna step out, draw a short angle line coming down and in. Do that on both sides. Now we're gonna go back out with a short line. Now we're just gonna pull that back in towards the side of the body. Now let's move back down and draw on the legs. Underneath the buckle, we're gonna step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now from the center, we're gonna curve out and down towards the left leg, curve out and down towards the right leg. Let's round out the bottom of the pant. Starting from the inside of the leg on the left, we'll curve down and then back up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's go back up to the hip. We're gonna round out the side of the leg. Curving out and then down. Now we're going to tuck the feet in underneath the leg. From this point, we're going to step out, start with a short line coming down towards the heel on both sides. Now let's round out the bottom of the foot. Curve down and then up. And then from here, we're going to draw on the top of the foot. From the toe, we're just going to curve up and then in. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. I'm gonna start with the arm on the left first. So from the bottom of the sleeve, curve out and down towards the wrist. Now let's add in the thumb. Draw a small half circle. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. Now let's add in the fingers. From the bottom of the thumb, curve down and up around the bracket. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now on the side of this finger, we're gonna curve the side of the arm going up underneath the sleeve. Out, round out the arm, and then just pull that in. Now the arm on the right is going to be holding the gun. So we're going to start at the top of the sleeve, we're going to curve down, and then across towards the wrist. Now from the wrist, we're going to draw on the thumb. We'll curl this up, come down towards the tip of the thumb. Now I'm just going to hook this back up. Let's draw on the palm. From here, it's going to hook this down and then in. Now we're going to add the index finger on the side of the thumb. So it's a sideways oval, going in towards the thumb, and then back up towards the top. Let's add the handle. Starting at the bottom of the thumb, curve around towards the bottom of the handle, and we're just going to pull that back up underneath the index finger. Now directly above the thumb, we're going to add a circle. So we're going to start right up here. Let's draw that large circle. And then in the center of the circle, we're going to draw an X. Now from the side of the circle, we're going to draw a straight line going out towards the tip of the gun. Now from the top of the index finger, we're going to draw a same angled line going out, and then we'll close off the end with a straight line. Let's add a little detail on the top. From the side of the circle, we're going to go across with a short line, and then we'll pull that up. Now at the back of the circle, we're just going to draw a curve going around. I'm just going to pull that back in towards the thumb. Now let's draw on the front of the gun. Starting from the top corner, curve up and then out. Go to the bottom and curve in the opposite direction towards the tip. Now let's close off the end with a straight line. Now from the top again, we're going to draw a short angle line coming down and out. Do the same thing on the right. And again, we're just going to close this off with a straight line. Now we're going to add the trigger going around the index finger. Starting underneath the gun, we go around the finger and then in towards the handle. We're going to add 2 tips of the fingers here. Starting here, we're just going to draw a small half circle and we'll add 1 more just below it. Now on the opposite side of the handle, we're going to draw in the palm. Curve in, I'm just going to pull that up towards the wrist. Now we're going to step down to create an overlap, curve across, and then up underneath the body. Now the last thing we're going to do is add the case in behind the arm. So let's start on the hip. We're going to draw an angled line going up and out, in behind the arm, and at the top of the arm we're going to continue with a curve going around, down, and then in behind the arm. Now from the hip, we're going to draw a straight line going out towards the thumb, go to the top of this curve, and go in behind the arm. Now at the top here, we're going to draw a half oval. Starting from the top of the arm, we're going to curve up, round it out and pull that back in, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Penny from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.